play. So here we go with the items here. So the item, sorry, the recording messed up a little bit. But anyways, here we go with another episode of Competitive Play Help. So here I'll be tutoring you guys on items. So for you guys who don't know, items will help you in the long run. No matter what you do, you will most likely want an item on your team. So here are some basic items most people use on typical items people use on their teams. So for here, my example will be AE Slash. AE Slash either runs a Citrus Berry at leftovers due to the fact that sometimes I will mess up and he will need some life. But here he has leftovers. Leftovers always will give you the extra little life it needs. So most likely you will want to run it on a Rotom Wash or AE Slash like mine, or maybe a Zapdos most likely, because Zapdos is that wall and you want something like that to keep it going. So there, from to the Garchomp. I just wanted this here because I like to show off my strategy sometimes. I shouldn't owe too much though, but half the time, most likely my Garchomp will have the ability Rough Skin. So I would like to give the extra damage off from giving him the Rough Skin to the um, to the Rocky Helmet. So the Rocky Helmet and the Rough Skin are good combos, 1/8 of a life and then 1/6 of a life. So that together makes two. I don't even want to do the fraction math because I'm not good at math, but together that does a good 25% to 15% of life. So that does a good chunk. It will, if you ever switch out luckily and your opponent ever has a smidge of life and it's a physical move and you predict correctly, you most likely will kill it. So from Garchomp to Bisharp. So Bisharp here is a really good attack, special attack, special attacker. So right here, the Life Orb is a pretty much a good move a lot of people use because they want to get the extra damage off and they don't mind losing a little bit of life off their Pokemon. So Bisharp here, I use him because I don't want to use my Greninja, for example, because I can. But so Bisharp here has a really good high attack stat, but not and I think a pretty decent special defense and really good okay special defense and really good defense. So if you wanted to run a Bisharp and use Life Orb, he's not the fastest, but he can take a hit. So you would use a Life Orb to use a good move. I'm not familiar with Bisharp, so I don't know a move. What's a move he knows? Brick Break. So Brick Break against Chansey, say someone set up a dual screen on you, and you want to break them. It'll break both the dual screens, and therefore it will do a little bit more damage. Hopefully, it's not like it should do a little. It should do damage if it's a normal type, and then the Life Orb will give it that little kick to do a little extra damage. That's what the Life Orb is for, to do a little extra damage than you really need to. So another Pokemon you would use is my Greninja if it's max speed, special attack, and you have a 4 in its attack. So it would be there to use Ice Beam on the dragons or the other ground types to sorry to get rid of them. So yeah, so the Life Orb is there to give you the extra smidge of life. So another one a lot of people use is the Focus Sash. I just recently started. I might start using a Smeargle for one of my teams, for a team I may use on an episode. So my Pokemon Showdown battles. So my Focus Sash is here to prevent you from your Pokemon dying in an instant. So Smeargle isn't the strongest Pokemon, it's not the best Pokemon. But Smeargle has the ability to use his Sketch to learn any move in the game. So people use him because he can pretty much have a really wide range move pool. In the game, you have to use Sketch to get the moves. So if you have the Pokemon, if you have a Smeargle and you have the moves, then add a Focus Sash. So Focus Sash will prevent you from dying. So what I did in my game previously today, actually, I used my Smeargle with a Focus Sash. His moveset is Trick Room, Spore, Endeavor, and some other move I forget. But those three moves I didn't even use other moves. So the three moves pretty much were Focus Sash. I was against Shiny Umbreon actually. So he used some move. It doesn't matter what move. He hit me. So I got the Focus Sash. Pretty much gave me that 1 HP to get the Spore off. The Spore hit, fell asleep. I used Endeavor. Oh yes, it was against Mega Lucario. So the Mega Lucario was sleeping and didn't wake up, obviously, because it was a spore, so it hopefully shouldn't last one turn. So, and then I used the Endeavor, since he was asleep, he couldn't hurt me, and he thought, well, it shouldn't kill me, whatever. And then I used the Endeavor, and it matched, the Endeavor takes my life and matches it with my opponent's. So if I have 1 HP, my opponent will have 1 HP. The only thing is that my Pokemon actually doesn't have a move that will hit. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that's the other move that didn't help. So that's the only thing I gotta do. But for my team, but for this, Focus Sash will help a lot. Put it on Alakazam to trick people into thinking it's Mega Alakazam. It'll one-shot it. You can one-shot. It will probably get one-shot because its defense isn't all too great, but its speed is good. So if you get to hit it, and then you hit it, and then it'll live, and then you hit it again, then you're good. So another move here is another item I've had is Toxic Orb. So Toxic Orb is for a combo for a couple Pokemon. So Poison Heal here for the Toxic Orb. So Poison Heal for Gliscor. Instead of poison doing damage, it heals it. It's pretty basic. It's like another leftovers. Another one you could do is Black Sludge for I think that's what it is. Sludge. Black Sludge. Yep, Black Sludge does similar to leftovers, similar to Toxic Orb with Poison Heal. It just it's different. Like you put it on Gengar or another poison type, and it will increase its life instead. But if it's not poison type, it will lose life instead. So it's like a Toxic Orb with Poison Heal. And then another move set. I set of items here. I believe it went away. Are the choice items. So I use Revilion here because I would either use the Choice Specs or the Choice Scarf. So choice, anything will do amplify your specific stat 1.5. So that's literally adding the 0.5 multiplication to your stat. So the Choice Band will multiply your attack stat by 1.5. Your Choice Scarf will amplify your speed by 1.5. The Choice Specs will amplify your special attack by 1.5. But for Pavilion, I actually max speed, use Wide Lens, and have the Compound Eyes. That's what I did for that, and then I'll just show you the combo I did, and then Sleep Powder, and then no matter what, pretty much, if I live, the Pokemon will be sleeping, and that will be it. So that's pretty much a basic understanding of certain moves. Actually, let me just go over two more things. So the Air Balloon is immune to ground type attacks. So you would normally attach it to what's the Pokemon name? Excadrill. You would normally attach it to either Excadrill, and then when it pops out, it will not die. Well, it won't be able to get hit certain moves by ground moves, and ground moves I believe are super effective or neutral against it, and its defense isn't the best, so will not die, but will be able to get two-shotted if you switch into it. And then another one are pretty much berries in general. So berries will help you in the long run. A lot of them will get rid of burn, and toxic, confusion, all of that type of stuff. But my favorite berry is the citrus berry because it will give you half HP or less. So restores 1/4 max HP when at half or less. So it's a single use, but a good combo is Trevenant or any other Pokemon that has Harvest. So re-harvest the citrus berry and it will come back later. I think it's 2 to 3 turns, but that's a good combo. Try it out for yourself, guys. Thank you for watching, and this is the second video. I'll be continuing a series. The third video will be, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. See you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and Pythagoras G out.